Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. And I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. And recently, about 4 weeks ago today, I joined the Faire wholesale platform, and it has been really good so far. I have learned a lot in the process, and we've done really well in the past 4 weeks. So what I really wanted to do in this video was take you through the back end of my Faire account, show you my shop, show you how I put up product listings, the things that I was taking into consideration, collections, just kind of take you through the back end so you can kind of see what it looks like. So what I'm going to do right now is just kind of show you what the product area looks like. So this area right here is what it looks like when you have all of your products. And this WS price right there, that just means wholesale price. So this is per candle. So per candle or per product, whatever it is, that is what it looks like. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on one of these just so you can see. So I'll go ahead and click on this one. So this right here is just showing you the basic information of getting your products on here. So they do offer a way that you can connect to your Shopify store. So let's say you have a Shopify store for your wholesale products, you're able to connect it. But the way that I have my wholesale website set up, it didn't necessarily work because I basically only have one product listing for each of my products, and then you're able to choose the scent in like the drop down menu, and that doesn't really translate over to Faire very well. So I did have to do everything manually. It did take some time, but it is what it is. So basically on here, what you do is you just create the name. Now it's kind of like Etsy to where you don't want to just put like candle or large candle or soy candle or lavender soy candle. Like you want to give a little bit more information, a little bit more for the keywords in the title. So this is how I chose to kind of write it out, to give a little bit more information about the product when I was adding it on. So on here, I know this wasn't necessarily necessary for me to put the price per unit, but you know, I just kind of wanted to be able to put that on there. So I have the price per unit, I have what it smells like. Some of my descriptions are a little bit shorter and some of them are a little bit longer. I definitely think that on some of my scents, I do have to go on and give a little bit more description because some of them I only put just the scent notes, and then on others I did kind of take the time to say more of what it smells like, because these are people that are purchasing from you that don't know what your product smells like. So if you can give as much detail as possible at this part of the description, it's really going to help them out. But I put it smells like a smoke shop, and that's kind of very self-explanatory of really what it smells like. So if somebody knows what a smoke shop smells like, it immediately kind of gives them an interpretation of what it smells like. So I put, you know, basically what the candles are made out of, approximate burn time, also say that it comes with a wooden lid. I decided to put the item details in here because again, just trying to give as much information as possible. Now there is a separate section down below where you're able to put in this information too. But when I was first creating my listings, I was a little confused on the shipping part. So I will definitely talk to you about that as well. I added in some information about candle care, and then I also put in that everything is made to order and we try to get everything shipped out as soon as possible. So that's just how I decided to add in for the description, making sure, you know, all of these are kind of keywords in your description. So soy wax blend, phthalate-free fragrance oils, you know, candles, having all that in there, the notes of the scents, those are all keywords that you're adding into your description. So now over here, the product category, it kind of automatically did it for me. So it's a jar/filled candle. It's under home decor, candles and holders, and candles. So that's how the retailers will be able to find you. It's going to be in that category. So additional details: made in the United States, product language is English, And then for these attribute tags, you can put whatever kind of like eco-friendly information into here. So for product materials, I put non-toxic and reusable because that is what they are. And also the jar can be reused. Packaging, recyclable, biodegradable. Besides the small amount of time in the summer where we have to use the Cool Shield bubble wrap, all of the packaging materials that we use when we ship everything out is either paper or biodegradable packing peanuts or the crinkle cut paper that we use. So I put that in there. And then this is where you're going to upload photos. Now, I definitely wanted to make sure that on all of my listings that I had at least 2 photos. That's definitely something that you want to do. You want to make sure that you have at least 2 photos. And I also made sure that the photos that I did use, like the main images and stuff like that, that it's going to be very eye-catching to the potential retailer. I didn't want to have a dark background. I didn't want it to be kind of like a dull image or one where, you know, it's kind of on a table with a bunch of different things around it. You want to make sure that when your retailer sees it, that they know exactly what you are selling and what the product looks like. So that's why I have had a couple different mock-ups as well. And all of these are mock-ups, which basically means that I took these photos and then I was able to turn it into a mock-up to where I was able to then exchange the label out for a bunch of different scents. So I was able to go through and add on all of the different scents onto these 3 images. So all of my products look very cohesive and they all look pretty much the same, just a different scent. And I will show you that once I get to the front of my shop. And then you're able to add on product videos, which is something that I am definitely wanting to do more of. I have product videos for the little gold tins that we sell, but I did have ideas of adding in videos for all of the other products as well. And then down here, does this product come in multiple options like different sizes, colors, or languages? I put no. Pricing. So wholesale price, retail price, and then you could also do international pricing. I personally decided to start off with actually not doing the international market. I just wanted to get started with the USA market. And that was simply because I didn't know how shipping was going to go. I didn't know how all of that was going to go. But now that I know how it works and how simple it is, there's a part of me that kind of wants to open up to the international market. I still kind of want to do more research on that to see. And something to know on Faire is that you have to, so right here it says to comply with Faire's pricing policy, your wholesale and retail prices must be the same across all sales channels. So this is something to where, you know, even though Faire has their fees that they take out, I wouldn't be able to just bump this up to like, let's say $15, but then sell it wholesale regular $12.50 on my own platform. That would be against their pricing policy because you would be increasing your prices only on Faire. And that's not allowed to do on there. So that's something definitely to take into consideration. And then now down here, when it comes to the shipping, so if you have a SKU on your products, you can add that there. I don't know why that says -4. I mean, I kind of know why. I don't know. I keep everything at 0. Now, this was something that I wasn't too sure of in the beginning because I was like, well, I'll just put that I have like 100 of everything and then, you know, it'll still be made to order. But what I realized is that if I put everything down to 0 and put it as out of stock, there's actually this right here that you can toggle on that says, let retailers buy this product when it's out of stock. I have not had any issues with this being on. It just allows retailers to, you know, be able to purchase when items are out of stock. And that's how I go about the whole made to order part of Faire. So again, if you're very familiar with Faire and you've been on the platform a lot, please tell me if that's the right way to do it. I haven't had any issues. It seems to work out just fine. And then this bottom section right here on the shipping details, this is for the individual product. So for instance, the candle, the 10-ounce matte black jar, this is going to be reflective of just that one candle. So the width is 3.5 inches, the height is 4 inches, and the weight is 1.5 pounds. This is what is going to be shown to your potential buyer, and how Faire is able to calculate kind of, the weight of the package and how much the package is going to be to ship to that customer. So everything is done completely on the other side. I don't have to set a shipping price. I don't have to do any of that on the back end. It is so nice. And then I put down here, so case quantity is 4 units. So that basically just means that the customer needs to order 4 of the same size and the same scent in order to be able to purchase that. So that's the minimum they need to order. I didn't want to put 1 or 2 because that's just not as very efficient when it comes to the pouring process. It's way more efficient to pour 4 at once of 1 scent than 1 of 1 scent. So that is my preferred case quantity. I know some people do a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but I have chosen to do 4. And then what they're able to do is basically just take that case quantity and then take the weight, and then they're able to basically, be able to tell the customer how much shipping is going to be and all that kind of stuff. So again, everything happens on the back end of all that kind of stuff. I will say that there's some of these down here I haven't used yet. Again, only been on the platform for 4 weeks. So I haven't done the testers, I haven't done the customization, and I haven't done the pre-order or anything like that. I just keep it as buy this product when it's out of stock and all that kind of stuff. So I have had retailers reach out to me asking me about samples, and we do actually send complimentary sample packs if a retailer reaches out. I don't want to put on there that we do that because I don't want people to just take advantage of the fact that we are sending out samples on there and they're just going to get the samples. But I have had somebody reach out before for samples, and they purchased almost immediately right away once they got them. So it's definitely worth it to do that. So that is how I go about the product listing area. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then I'll show you what it looks like on the on kind of like the website side. So this is what it looks like to the customer. So they're able to see, the title, the price, MSRP. They're able to see, the case quantities of how much they're able to order at once, a few more different photos, and then here is all the descriptions of everything. So this is kind of what it looks like. And then, so these are my attributes. I have not on Amazon, handmade, and then women owned. So I will show you what my shop looks like. So on here, I had just basically, so this is like the banner for Faire, and this is how I decided to do it. I have a picture of me. My lead time that we have is 4 to 7 business days. So it will tell them when they can get it by based on what day it is that you're looking at it. I actually have 3 reviews, 3 5-star reviews, which is fantastic. And that was something that I was really wanting to gain momentum on because, again, I know that the summer market, you give up a lot of percentage of your sales with that, but we were able to, get momentum on the platform and then be able to, get these ratings on here, which is definitely really important. And then I have a $100 minimum on Faire. It's definitely really low, but it offers the chance of having these retailers try us out and then want to keep purchasing from us later on. And then down here, what I decided to do was make these collections. So I have 8 collections, and what collections are is they're kind of like collections on Shopify. It's just a collection of different products for some sort of related category between them. So I have my fall scents for 2023, floral and earthy scents, beachy and woodsy scents, sweet and fruity scents, I have my mini candles all in a collection, wax melts, room sprays, and then also just kind of everyday scents. So these are scents that maybe are not, you know, part of like the fall collection or whatever. And I'm also needing to add on another collection for my holiday scents that I need to add on within the next couple of weeks, because again, you have to think about when these retailers are purchasing, they're purchasing a few months ahead of time from the holiday season. So that is how I decided to do it. And I wanted to make sure that everything was organized. So when you're looking at everything, it's very eye-catching. It's, you know, it looks nice, it looks professional, it looks high quality. And that's really what I wanted to show with these products. And real fast, I'll show you what it looks like with a video, which I really, really like. So I added in a video of just kind of showing the product and then also making the product, which I prefer to do this, and I want to do this with all of the different sizes and all of the different candles that I have. But I just think it looks really nice and really professional like that. So basically, when I was getting everything set up, I was just putting in as much effort as I possibly could into this shop and wanting to make sure that my products would stand out. And so far, everything has been really, really consistent with Faire. So there was the Faire summer sale. Then after that, we've still been getting sales in. So I may have to block off some part of this. I may have to block off some part of this right here, but I'll just kind of show you the analytics. Actually, you know what? Let me go over to the analytics section. That will be a little bit better. So here is the analytics section. So within the past 4 weeks, the order volume or the total gross has been a little over $6,000, which again, fantastic. And of course, there's all the commissions that you give to Faire and stuff like that. So not all of that is coming back to us, but again, money we didn't have before and connections we didn't have before. So conversion rate 3.7, overall rating is 5 stars. Total orders is 26. I believe that's actually 25 because the very first Faire order we got canceled. So I don't know if they're counting that or not. So within the first 4 weeks, you know, about 25 orders. Retailer page visits is 701. So, you know, everything is going pretty good. I would say that it's been pretty successful so far. Again, I know that I'm not somebody who is completely knowledgeable on Faire and knows everything, but from a beginner, from somebody who is basically on the platform for the first time, legitimately, the very first time I ever did it, I didn't put a lot of effort into it, but when you put a lot of effort into it, and man, I spent an entire, I think 4 days working on my shop, maybe even longer than that, maybe even 5 or 6 days, and making sure that everything was ready and good and cohesive and, you know, eye-catching and all that kind of stuff, and trying to do the best I could with having the competition on Faire that there is. So I really hope that this video helped you out. If you've never seen the back end of Faire before, if you've been curious about it, if you wanted, you know, to kind of see how I set everything up, I really hope that this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at Memory Box Candle Co. And I will see you in my next video.